Hey guys, how's it going? So for today's video, I am going to be sharing my experience of how it is being a janitor during FSY for 500 or so middle school, high school students. I am going to tell you what it's like to clean everything, their mess. So for those of you that don't know, I am a janitor at the Institute here in Cedar City. So I vacuum the floors, take out trash, clean bathrooms, stuff like that. So wipe down tables. So let's just say the last 2 weeks of work were pretty hectic and pretty crazy. So for those of you that don't know what FSY is, FSY stands for the Strength of Youth. It's like a LDS youth church camp, whatever like that, for 5 days. So they stay Monday through Friday, and then they leave Saturday morning. So the music in the background. But okay, so the last 2 weeks they were here. So I am the only cleaner. I am the only cleaner at the Institute. And I also had to clean the Stake Center building right across the parking lot from the Institute building. So I had to clean 2 buildings all by myself. No one else cleaning. So, and I had to be there all day because 500 youth plus the counselors that I had to clean after. So like every half hour the trashes would get so full and the toilet paper would run out and stuff like that. So I had to constantly go into the custodial closet, get new sets of toilet paper, new things of soap, stuff like that, and refresh them, change them out, put new ones in, because middle school and high schoolers, they get messy. So yeah, and like the tables would get messy because they would always eat inside the buildings. I don't know why they would eat outside, but they would eat inside. But a couple of days it was raining, so that's why they had to eat inside for a couple of the days. But but let's see. So yeah, I had to clean, and there was one shift where, so I have to clean also at night too. I have to close too, and it was a couple Wednesdays ago, 2 weeks ago. Let's see. I cleaned the Institute first at night, and then I went to the Stake Center to clean, but it was closed. I was like, oh great, it's closed. Of course it's closed. So they have breakfast at 7:30 in the morning, FSY, at the Stake Center, the building I was supposed to clean. And so I'm like, okay, I'm gonna wake up at 6:15 the next morning and be at the Stake Center by like 6:45 or so, 6:40. So luckily they opened the doors, unlocked them at like 6:45, so I hurried and busted my butt as quick as I can and emptied out all the trashes, restocked the bathrooms, make sure everything looks at least decent for at least a couple hours for them to eat breakfast, And right when I leave to go back to the Institute, I see a swarm of kids, just FSY kids, walking straight to the Stake Center, the building I just cleaned. I was like, oh, this is perfect. I just barely got done. But yeah, it gets crowded. If you were at the Institute over the last couple weeks, you know how crowded it got. But yeah. And then the worst thing is, like, whenever I take out the trash and stuff like that, like sometimes the trash bags would break inside the trash bins, like inside the building. So like, oh man, it got so frustrating. I had to like pick up the whole trash can, bring it outside, and throw it away inside the big dumpster outside. And it was so heavy. Some of those trash bin things were so heavy. Oh my gosh. Like, it was bad. And like, no one doesn't help me. I'm the only one doing it because it's my job. But like, no one even said thank you, really. Well, a couple of the counselors said thank you, which I appreciated. It meant a lot when people said thank you for everything you do and everything like that. And another hard part too is I also had to clean the girls' bathrooms also in the afternoon. So like it was hard for me to go in the women's bathrooms because I didn't want to, just walk in there and have a woman be in the bathroom. So I had to go talk to the front office ladies at the institute and ask one of them if they can check the women's bathrooms for me to make sure they're good, so I can hurry up and clean and just look at it. So that part was a little challenging. And what else? And then I had to check every single classroom. There's probably like at least 15 to 20 classrooms in the institute building, and maybe like 10ish in the stake center. So, and I have to check every single room, and it's like so hard to do because like they're always constantly in the building, but while they're getting lunch or something on lunch break or something, I'll hurry and check the classrooms while they're not in there. And there's like water bottles scattered all over the place, like food on the floor, like stuff like that. So I had to pick it all up, throw it in the trash in the room, take it out. So sometimes it would take me like 10, sometimes it would take me 20 minutes just to clean one room. So yeah, you know how middle school and high schoolers get, they get messy. So they don't care because they don't have to clean it up or anything like that. But yeah, so that, and like not only clean bathrooms, I have to vacuum the hallways, do all that, and it got pretty tiring. And like within an hour, like after I take a shower in the morning, I'd be drenched in sweat at work just because I'm constantly go. I don't know how many times I took out trash during a 2-week span of FSY, but it was probably at least 20 times a day. I take out trash to the trash bin, probably more than 20 times a day. It was probably at least 1,000 times in a 2-week span total of taking out trash. And like in one day, like the big trash bin outside in one day would be completely empty in the morning, and then by that same night it would be completely full, and the garbage truck would have to come the next morning to empty it out. Like that's how bad it got. Like I am not kidding, like every day was like that. But FSY used to be called EFY, and I never had the chance to go to EFY when I was younger. I just didn't go. I was one of those people that didn't care to go. But next summer, I might become a counselor. I have a friend who actually goes to SUU who's a counselor, and I've been talking to her a little bit over these last few days, and it sounds like it's a pretty good opportunity also, and it's a spiritual experience for everyone. So it's kind of like a mission too. You go to different states, different universities, and just stay there for a few weeks or whatever, and then rotate to another university. So that would be super fun. You would see some vlogs from me. But yeah, just wanted to share my work experience and how crazy it got. There was one day I worked 17 and a half hours from like 6:30 in the morning to like midnight. I'm not even kidding. But yeah, thanks you guys for watching this. I think I shared everything I wanted to share. And I also got to meet a couple of counselors too, which was super fun. So they're super nice people. One of them was from like Mississippi, and another one was from like Kansas, and then like California, Arizona, just all over. So yeah, work was crazy.